Happy 2 days after Halloween, kids! It's time to talk about the scariest thing of all, lackluster storytelling. So issue 20 leads directly into the Princess Sally miniseries, which, as the name would imply, is a 3-issue series focusing on Sally. We pick up right where we left off with Jeffrey and Sally escaping Robotropolis. Once they're out after some genuinely well-drawn action and witty banter, Sally decides to take him to meet with the rest of her team. Sally is training a new group of young substitute freedom fighters at the moment for the fight against Robotnik. Hamlin the pig, Arlo the armadillo, Penelope the platypus, and Dylan the porcupine. One of these things is not like the others. Holy crap, Jeffrey, chill. Yeah, great first impression on this guy, huh? Sally really trusts Jeffrey right now, doesn't she? Whatever happened to I didn't know what to believe? Why is their vest purple? One quick introduction and strange comment about Jeffrey being a pretty boy later. Really? Pretty boy? He's an anthropomorphic skunk, y'all. I guess he is a bit on the thick side. We're getting into planning, action, adventure, bada bing, bada boom! Throw some grenades, shoot some slingshots, etc. Good lord, what are those? Are those supposed to be the things on the cover? Christ. Whatever, let's just blow the place up. Looks like fall came a bit early this year. Good lord, he's just a British Sonic. And in case you couldn't tell due to his amazing and subtle writing, Jeffrey's hiding something. Sneaky bastard has. Nope, no, not liking that. Not one bit. Issue 2, another day, another argument between Jeffrey and Hamlin. Let's get one thing straight, Jeffrey. So long as you're part of my unit, you'll play by my rules. Alright, do you like Jeffrey or not, Sal? Because it seems like you're flip-flopping on this point a lot. She went from telling Hamlin that if he can't trust St. John, he might just as well not trust her either, to scolding St. John for engaging in a fight Hamlin started. Let's get back to the action, though. Okay, I don't like focusing on singular moments or jokes that don't have any bearing on the plot, but there's this moment where Sally explains what hang gliders are, and, like, I don't get it. Is this supposed to be funny? Arlo crashes his hang glider and breaks his leg, and Penelope chooses to stay behind and protect him while the others infiltrate the base. Oh no, whatever will we do without these oh-so-important characters on our team, Arlo and Penelope? As they set up the explosives to blow up the base, they're attacked by Ah! The octopod can look, but he better not touch. Ew. No, Penders, what is wrong with you? Like, it's one thing to have a tentacle monster in your comic, but why is Jeffrey making suggestive comments about the situation? No! Very bad. And speaking of armed, Jeffrey, please just blow it up. Here comes the I swear the answer to every problem in this series is to blow something up. Arlo and Penelope have vanished, by the way, seemingly with no signs of a struggle. Intrigue. Anyway, Sally's worried about them but can't afford to wait around for the two to show up, so back to base for some rest. Now Jeffrey puts his weird, creepy plan into action. To switch out Purple Vest Sally with Tube Sally we saw earlier. Just who could he be working for, I wonder? It's Dr. Claw! No, it's Robotnik, of course. Final issue in this series. Cool cover, huh? Well, this scene never happens, so enjoy it while you can. Sally and her new recruits are infiltrating another one of Robotnik's bases. Noticing a pattern here? And they bust in to find Jeffrey and Robotnik standing in front of, presumably, the real Sally, revealing that the current Sally is, presumably, a fake Sally, and real Sally is gonna get roboticized, but psych! Jeffrey and Sally were working together the whole time. He's a double agent. Yeah, of course that was the robot Sally the whole time. They weren't exactly being subtle about it. So all the places that the substitute freedom fighters went to were just traps to test out the Sally robot? Which means not only was pretty much this entire series pointless, but that all the badass leadership stuff Sally did wasn't even actually her. When Robotnik's robots start attacking them, Jeffrey's stupid rebel underground saves the day with their squirt guns. And they get out just fine by finding some random flying saucers just hanging out. The substitute FF gets some badges for being almost entirely useless, and Jeffrey and Sally get their Mac on. Yeah, where does this come from? Is it just because he kept calling her love? Was that flirting? Yeah, let's just shove in another love interest for Sally, why not? Lame. 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 I just want to take a moment to note, I'm one of the few people who likes Jeffrey St. John, but that's, you know, after Penders gets kicked off the writing team. And now I want to talk about something that I haven't really touched on much before, impact. The Sally miniseries was intended to gauge potential interest in Sally as a character on her own merits without the rest of the freedom fighters. Sega explicitly told Archie they couldn't use any established characters for the series, which meant no Sonic, no freedom fighters, nothing. That's why we have Jeffrey, to be a snarky foil to Sally's seriousness. Jeffrey not only acts very similar to Sonic, he's there to fulfill pretty much the same role while also adding a red herring, he's a spy for Robotnik twist. The series went through rewrite after rewrite, and by the end of it all, neither Archie nor Sega were terribly thrilled with the final product. But with the deadline fast approaching, everyone was desperate to get this thing out. while the series was well received critically, it was lacking in the sales department. You see, Archie wanted Sally to draw more girls into the Sonic franchise. The problem was that Archie used the same channels to market the Sally series that they used to market the main series. So basically they were marketing something that was for girls to boys. The impact this had on the main Archie series is bigger than you may realize, because when a series focuses on a specific character to gauge interest, and that series doesn't do well on the market, that translates to readers not having an interest in the character, or at least that's how the companies see it. It's not that the series wasn't marketed well, or that maybe the story wasn't super great. It's not that the plot was so basic that the twist ending destroyed the entire point of making the comic in the first place by making Sally not even there for most of her own series. No, it's that people don't like Sally, right? We could have gotten a Sally video game out of this, but instead we got stupid love triangle bullshit. The best part of the series is the admittedly good art that Mawani provided. I like the action scenes, and they provide most of the content for an otherwise pretty bland series of issues. Later on, we'll really see the kind of impact this has on the story, but I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, we're just taking things one step at a time. Next episode, we'll go back to the main series shenanigans with issue number 21.